a little girl named Wisteria who had no family. She lived on the streets and begged for money because she had no other way to survive. Hardly anyone noticed her or gave her anything. A mean old man, who said he was a church father, stood nearby and watched her closely. This man forced Wisteria and other orphans to beg and took all the money they collected. One day, Wisteria only got a few coins. The old man was furious and threw a plate of food at her. Even though it was dirty, Wisteria ate it because she was so hungry. Life was hard for Wisteria, but she had one special thing that made her feel better. There was a little window in the attic, and if she knocked on it 3 times after midnight, a powerful demon named Marbas would come to visit her. Marbas liked spending time with Wisteria. He was her secret friend, and she felt happy when he came to see her. One night, the old man caught Wisteria awake late and got very angry. He couldn't see Marbas, so he didn't know why she was awake. He threatened her, saying she'd get punished if she didn't make more money the next day. After he left, Marbas told Wisteria that anyone who made children beg on the streets wasn't a real father. But Wisteria thought the old man was taking care of her and that begging was her job. Marbas didn't agree, but said it was an interesting way to think about it. Marbas stayed with Wisteria and told her stories to help her fall asleep. He remembered how lonely he felt, because no one else could see him, but Wisteria could. She asked him to tell her stories because it made her feel like she was traveling to new places. Marbas enjoyed telling her stories, even though he warned her that she might get in trouble for staying up late. One day, the old man told Wisteria he had found someone who wanted to buy her. Wisteria was shocked and scared. She told Marbas everything, and he realized that the old man was a slave trader. Wisteria remembered her brother, who had been taken away and never came back. She didn't want the same thing to happen to her. She begged Marbas to take her away, but Marbas explained that demons couldn't help humans without asking for something in return. If they did, their bodies would start to crumble. Wisteria felt hopeless and asked Marbas to take her soul instead. Marbas said demons took souls to live longer, but since he was already immortal, he didn't need more life. Wisteria understood and felt sad about her fate. The next day, she was taken to a rich man who bought her. He pretended to be nice, but took her to a room full of scary tools. Wisteria was terrified. Marbas sensed something was wrong and came to rescue Wisteria. He offered the rich man money, but the man refused. Marbas decided to save Wisteria anyway, even though it hurt him because he was breaking the demon rules. Blood came from his mouth as his body retaliated. Seeing this, Wisteria ran to Marbas and offered her eyes, the most precious thing to her, so Marbas could use his power to fight. Marbas transformed and defeated the rich man and a demon who appeared. He saved Wisteria, who couldn't see anymore but was safe. Marbas held her in his arms, calling her a fool for risking so much. Wisteria told him she had nothing else to offer and that she just wanted to be with him. They decided to explore the world together. Wisteria would rely on Marbas to describe all the wonderful things they saw. With Marbas by her side, she felt hopeful for the first time in her life. Later that night in the worn-out building, Snow threatens a bat-like demon, asking about a red-haired demon he's curious about. The terrified demon can't answer, and Snow shoots him, causing the demon to vanish in pain. Snow decides he won't let the red-haired demon escape next time. The scene shifts to Marbas leading blind Wisteria into a shabby house. She bumps into things, so Marbas sits her on a wooden chair. Wisteria is surprised Marbas has a house, which he explains he got through a contract with humans, though it's messy and needs cleaning. Marbas asks Wisteria to mop, but she can't because she can't see. So, Marbas cleans the house himself until it's sparkling. Wisteria, now hungry since she hasn't eaten since yesterday, tells Marbas. Knowing humans need food, Marbas takes her out for shopping and food despite being tired. Marbas helps Wisteria try on different dresses, wanting her to look elegant since she's under his care. She feels shy, and prefers to choose her clothes alone. So he lets her decide. Wisteria asks the clerk for help, picking a dress when a lady named Diana Blackbelt from a noble family approaches her with a guard. Diana kindly introduces herself and is concerned for Wisteria's safety. They decide to shop together, and Diana enjoys shopping with Wisteria, making a new friend. Diana's guard, asked to wait outside, grumbles about not being a watchdog. Diana insists on taking her time finding the perfect clothes. While Wisteria shops, Marbus senses another demon, and the guard reveals he's Nabrius. They agree to talk privately, reflecting on their past battles and current matters. Diana thanks Marbus for the lovely dress, and Wisteria, recognizing Marbus, asks for his opinion on her red coat, which he dismisses. Wisteria wants to meet Diana again, and Diana invites her to visit any time. They head to an elegant restaurant, where Marbas encourages Wisteria to be at ease. He helps her eat soup, making her happy since no one has eaten with her since her brother. Marbas, who usually dislikes human food, joins her, creating a joyful moment for Wisteria, who reminisces about sharing bread with her brother. Snow, searching for his sister, thinks he spots her but is disappointed. Marbus, feeling for Wisteria, continues dining with her. They laugh until the food is gone. Wisteria weeps. Grateful Marbus eats with her, unlike anyone since her brother. Marbus, though initially caring for his own entertainment, assures her he won't leave her. Later, Marbus contemplates information about a dangerous demon as Snow watches him, suspicious. Snow follows Marbus to a restaurant, where Snow, gun ready, reveals he's Wisteria's brother and questions Marbus's intentions. Marbus admits Wisteria keeps him from boredom, telling Snow to meet him outside town to see her. Snow's determination to protect Wisteria clashes with Marbus's demon nature. Marbus takes Wisteria outside where Snow waits. Snow demands Wisteria leave the demon, but she insists she's happy with Marbus, warning him not to hurt her brother. Marbus reveals their contract, angering Snow, who shoots at Marbus, only to be blocked by Marbus's hair. Snow, determined to rescue his sister, tries various tactics against Marbus. In the forest, Snow attacks Marbus with holy water, causing pain. Wisteria runs to help, but Snow accidentally shoots her. Marbus shields her, taking the hit himself. Snow is shocked by Marbus's protection, realizing this demon values Wisteria beyond their contract. Wisteria insists she stays with Marbus, recalling her lonely past and finding comfort in Marbus's company. Snow, frustrated but understanding, warns Marbus to protect Wisteria from future dangers. Marbus and Wisteria prepare to leave, knowing they can't stay safe forever. Snow promises to see Wisteria again, and Marbus feels entertained, his once boring life now filled with new challenges and care for Wisteria. That night, a terrified girl fled through the darkness as a colossal monster pursued her to the riverbank. The water, calm at first, churned as the monster approached, terrifying the girl. The following morning, Marbus and Wisteria arrived in Warrington by train. Wisteria, with her unique ability to sniff out places, found Warrington appealing despite its grim history, a place where a tragic murder had once occurred, unbeknownst to them. Marbus marveled at the city's industrial progress, while Wisteria reveled in the idea of living there. However, unbeknownst to them, the terrified girl and a mischievous demon named Mori had followed them. Marbus, secretly an immortal demon, caught Mori stealing. Unaware of Marbus's true nature, Mori was defiant until Marbus revealed his identity. Harriet, Mori's boss, arrived unexpectedly, surprising Marbus. Harriet, unknown to Marbus, was a contractor dealing with Mori's mischief. At a local restaurant, Harriet's attempts to buy food were met with disdain, but Marbus intervened, securing provisions for Wisteria and Harriet. Meanwhile, Harriet and Wisteria bonded over their conversation. Marbus, still vigilant, observed the troubled girl from afar, contemplating her plight. Mori seized the opportunity to speak privately with Marbus. Back at their hotel that night, Marbus decided they must leave Warrington, sensing trouble on the horizon. Wisteria, fond of Harriet's company, was saddened by the prospect of leaving so soon. Marvis assured her they would visit a friend next. The next morning, Marbles experienced a transformation after a long hiatus, causing concern for Wisteria. Harriet and Maury arrived, and tensions rose as Marvis prepared to depart. Amidst these events, Wisteria's stomach growled, prompting laughter from Harriet and a gesture of kindness from Maury. Outside, Harriet and Maury lifted Wisteria's spirits with a visit to a museum and park. Harriet shared her troubled past with Wisteria, revealing how she turned to thievery after her parents' death and made a pact with Maury for survival. Wisteria empathized with Harriet's struggles, sensing parallels in their lives. Back at the hotel, Marbles contemplated taking action against Harriet and Maury for endangering Wisteria. However, Wisteria intervened, prompting Marvis to reveal Harriet's true nature as a ghost. Marvis explained how Harriet had fallen victim to the river monster and Maury's inability to protect her. Harriet, grateful to Maury for his steadfast protection, offered her soul to Maury as a gesture of gratitude. Marvis, moved by Harriet's sacrifice, intervened on behalf of Wisteria, while reflecting on the fragile yet profound connections between humans and demons. Marvis reassured Wisteria of Harriet's peaceful departure and the strength of her pact with a powerful demon. This is the end of the video. Subscribe to the Anime Sphere Recaps channel for more anime recaps.